Hi everyone, welcome to week 8, our final week in the course. For the final week in the course, we're going to look at labor and income inequality. You'll notice that labor markets play an important role in our economy in determining the wage rates that are being established. When we look at labor markets, you know that the government has to get involved to provide some type of support, whether it be the minimum wage laws, or with regard to income inequality. And income inequality is dealing with how the wealthier are getting much more wealthier while the poor are getting poorer. And this gap exists between the wealthy and the poor. For this week, you're going to be reading chapters 17 and 18. And your focus should be on the role of the factors of production and how the factors of production influences the labor market. For the discussion board this week that's due on Tuesday, you're going to be looking at this question right here. Explain the challenges firms will face with an increase in the minimum wage. So how does a higher minimum wage affect both the employer and the employee? Look at the implications of a higher minimum wage. And how will this higher minimum wage influence future economic growth? That's very important to evaluate. So when we look at it, the employer is going to be facing higher costs. So a small business will really struggle with that higher cost. However, when we look at the employees, they will have higher wages, and that'll be important as well. Now, explain whether you agree or disagree with the higher minimum wage, and think of the stakeholders that are involved. Then on Friday, make sure to have your peer response. Your peer response can be to any of the questions that I post additionally, or any of your peers' questions as well, as that will be fine. Now, with the final exam, it's going to be set up just like your other quizzes. When you start the final, you have to complete it, as you're going to have 2 attempts. You're able to see if the question is incorrect or not with your efforts. So you're able to see if it's incorrect. Make sure to view the answers after your first attempt, because this will really help you with your second attempt. Then due Saturday, you're going to have the assignment, the final reflection, which is going to be 4 to 6 pages. Make sure to have APA formatting, and you want to focus on the relationship between the concepts and the role of government when we look at income distribution in the labor market. So what type of support can the government provide, and what type of support is needed in our economy? You also want to compare and contrast economic reasoning has changed, and analyze how the concepts stand out to influence these changes. So you want to describe these changes and look at your current and future positions as well. So this is where you want to put some of your analysis after your research. If you need me to pre-grade any of your work, please let me know, as I'm more than willing to, but I look forward to your effort, and I appreciate really a good class.